Hello, my friends, and welcome to Dance with Mark, the place dedicated to helping you become a better dancer. My name is Mark, and today we're going to talk about an exercise that can help you improve your spins and turns across all of your dances. So we're going to start right away together. I'm going to show you the exercise, and we're going to go through a few repetitions side by side, and I'm going to also do it with my back to you so you can see it from all angles. Ready? Let's get started. So we're going to start with a step called the three-step turn. Very simple. To start, we're going to start on our left foot, pointing our right foot to the side, and our goal is to have a three-step rotation over right foot, and then left foot, right foot, left foot. This can be used across all the different dances such as Bachata or even waltz or Rumba or swing or anything that you might be doing. And the key is how we're going to do that middle step. So here's the trick and here's the exercise we're going to focus on. The first thing I want you to do is we're going to talk about our posture, then we're going to talk about our arms and our wind up, and finally we're going to talk about our actual step when we close together. So here we are. We start with our weight on the left foot. You can go on the right foot if it's easier for you to follow me. We're going to start by creating a very nice and elongated posture. The key to this whole thing in terms of turns or spins is that you don't want your spine to be misaligned. So if you feel that you are back weighted or forward weighted or hunched or your head weight is off to the side, any of these things can actually cause you to totally lose your balance during spins and during dancing in general. So the first thing we want to do is we want to create a nice elongated posture where you have your head stacked on top of your shoulders, on top of your trunk, and on top of your legs, so that you should be quite balanced. And whenever you're turning, you want to try and maintain this position of verticality. So you want to avoid contracting or collapsing. From here, we're going to talk about the wind-up. This is a very important component as well. So sometimes you'll see that people start and they attempt to turn using only their feet. So they go one, they go foot and foot. And this is a big problem because we have to create momentum for ourselves to create this rotation and to make it easier on ourselves. If we just try and do the steps, it'll be nearly impossible. So what we're going to do is we're going to think about throwing a frisbee. Very simple. We start with our right arm. We're going to wind it up. And then just like you would with a frisbee, you're going to release. Now notice how the whole body rotated as well. So once again, we have the frisbee, we go and throw. And the key here is that the body and the arm and everything is leading in the direction you want to travel in. So now we're going to apply this to dance. We're going to do the same thing. Weight on the left foot, right foot pointed to the side. We're going to pick our arms up. First, pick the spine up. Pick our arms up into a nice, beautiful position. When you're practicing, I highly recommend that you don't do anything crazy with the hands, like Latin fingers, or that you don't sort of relax them too much as well. We want to have a nice tone across the arms as well as the fingers so that when you're actually dancing, it translates easily into that instead of you doing a perfect turn, but everything else being sloppy and floppy. Okay, so we're going to start left foot, right foot, arms, a little bit of tone in the fingers and in the arms. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to wind up the frisbee. So we're going to go frisbee winds up. Now from here, we're going to try and open the right arm as we step and look in the direction we want to go. So we're going to go one. From here, we're going to use the left arm and the left side to close all the way around. And this is where the trick happens. I want you to turn most of the turn, if not all of the turn, is going to be done on your right foot. So what it looks like is when you close the left side in, you're going to go close together. And the key is that the feet end up perfectly together in the middle. And from here, you can just use the left foot to push off, and we can take a side step, for example. So let's say we do that one more time, and I'll do it a little bit more fluidly for you. So we start left foot weight, right foot pointing, preparation of spine and arms, wind up. Now we're going to look where we want to go. We take one step and open. We're going to close the arms gently in and rotate completely over the right foot. So we go rotation, close, and take one side step to finish. Let's do that one more time. Let me do it actually with my back to you, just so you can have a better view of this. We're going to start again on my left foot, prepare the right foot. We pick up spine, arms, wind up, open the body and the head in the direction you want to go. One. From here, close the left side all the way around into a side step, finish. We can try the same thing the other way. The principle is exactly the same. We can start on our right foot, prep the left foot to the side, pick up spine, pick up arms, wind up. We have open, close, and side. Okay, so this is the very basic exercise, but we're going to make it more and more complicated as we go along. So let me just quickly mention what we're doing with the arms as you're rotating. So just like figure skating, you want to keep your arms close in, and the closer they are, the easier it'll be to rotate quickly. So the idea is that if we start one more time here, we pick up the arms, they're nice and open, we wind them up, they're still nice and a lot of volume, then we open, and during the rotation, we're going to bring them into this position, crisscross. Now, there are a lot of different opportunities or possibilities for you to do with your arms here, but I would just make sure that you don't do anything that is obviously touching or is obviously touching yourself, and instead just opt for something very, very closed, very almost toned but relaxed. So you don't want to have your fingers and arms really popped out. You basically want the arms to disappear and be invisible for a split second and then open them back up after. So one more time from here, we have preparation, wind up, step, rotate all the way on one foot and bring the arms in. So we go bring the arms in and open back up. And let's go the other way. So from here we have arms, preparation, look, close, and voila. Okay, let's talk one final key point, and that is spotting where you want to go. And then we're going to increase the difficulty of this exercise and really make your turns sharp and beautiful and give you the ability to travel down the floor with these spins. So one more time, we start left foot, right foot side, preparation, wind up. For spotting, what I want you to do is I want you to start by looking where you want to go. And then from there, we're going to continue looking up until the last second, in which case we're going to basically want to turn our head as sharply as we can, either to the same point if we want to continue, or to the new point where we want to stop. Basically, your eyes should always get to the point where you want to face. So let's say I'm doing the three-step turn. I might start facing this way, but at the end, I know I'm going to be facing outward, so that's where I want to spot to at the end. Now, guys, let's go for something a little bit more advanced, and this is where really the magic of this technique will shine. We're going to do multiple spins. So let's say we start from here. We'll start on the left foot, right foot pointed, arms up, prep. What I want you to do is I want you to always go into step, close, and have the multiple spins work that way. So we start step, rotation. From here, you're able to restart again. Step, rotation, step, rotation, step, rotation. Now notice that I'm not really throwing my spine too much into the direction I want to go, because that will cause me to lose more of my balance than instead of do anything positive. So you want to be careful not to do two actions at the same time when you're spinning. So it's very easy. I'll show you from the back. It's very easy to think that because my foot is out, my goal is to move my spine and rotate at the same time. But what happens is that actually creates too much momentum, too much power, and then you end up falling over. So if I was to do that, I would go push my spine, and very difficult to stop. Instead, much better idea is to move to the foot and then think about your turn being under this one single point. So when you rotate, you're not traveling, you've already traveled, and then you spin on the spot. Then again, you travel using the step, and then you spin on the spot. Travel using the step, spin on the spot. Okay, let's do a few of these together. We're going to start one more time this way, and then we're going to go the other way as well. And I will do it with my back to you so we can see. Let's aim for 3 or 4 of these turns. So we start on the left foot, right foot pointed. If you're doing this at home, make sure there's no obstacles around you. The last thing I want to do is for you to smack into a wall or a dining room table, okay? So we're going to start foot out, arms up, posture up. We look where we want to go. We go 1, close, 2, close, 3, close, and 4, close, and wait. Drop the hands. We're going to go to the other side. Same thing. So we have arms up, preparation, and we go. Look, number 1. Look, number 2. Look, number 3. And final one, look, number 4, and step. Okay, I'm going to do this with you guys so we can go to the same side together. And now let's go a little bit faster. So the same principle, but we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I want you to make sure though that that cleanliness and neatness of the feet being together is still present. Ready? Let's give it a try. So we're gonna go preparation, arms, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and finish. And then going to the other side, we've got same principle, preparation, and 1, close, 2, close, 3, close, 4, close, finish. And notice how on these ones, I was just spotting to the direction I want to travel, especially as they're getting faster and faster. You want to keep looking where you want to go and then finish with a look exactly where you want to stop. Just one final note. This is probably the best exercise for just developing that sharpness in terms of spins. And eventually, when you get better and better, you'll be able to do things like step and then spin, for example, double spin, but without having to restart. So you'd be able to go 1, and then you could go turn, 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 2, keeping the feet roughly together. You just have to practice first the 3-step turn, and then doing things like 4-step, 3-step, or 4-step, 5-step as you move. So that would be like this. You would go forward, and instead of just doing 1 together and then side, you would do the next 3 steps underneath. So you go 1, then you go 2 and 3, 4, and then preparing to the other side, we go 1, 2, and 3, 4. And the more neat you are with the feet, the more locked your legs are, and the more beautiful you can keep it all, the better your turns are going to be. So guys, practice this at home. I hope this was useful. I hope this was good for you and that you didn't smack into anything at home. Let me know if you have any questions, and let me know what else you'd like to see. Until then, if you like this video, give me a big thumbs up downstairs here. And I want you to also, if you'd like, to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel. My name is Mark. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.